Okay, we're going to start. Thank you all for, okay, KYW, get it together here.
Oh,
no, we're kidding.
We're the nice people.
He's a Red Sox fan. I'm never yelling at him. We're good. Okay, well, I think we're ready to rock and roll. So thank you all for coming. I see a lot of old friends in this room. Well, in this room, Mayor, I could be elected mayor. Not outside this room, but just in this room. Thank you. I want to just tell you how excited we are about the official naming rights for our bike share program, which, as you know, will launch in the spring. It has been a 7-year extravaganza. On my first day on the job as the Deputy Mayor for Transportation and Utilities, Russell Medden showed up in my office first day, sat across the table and said, "Philly needs a bike share program." I said, "Absolutely. Where are they going to ride?" We very clearly were behind the 8 ball in terms of having a bike infrastructure that would allow us to really launch a great bike share program. And so we've spent a lot of time in the last 7 years creating the infrastructure, working with the advocate community. The Bicycle Coalition has been an extraordinary partner for us in this. And so there's a lot of people to thank. But I'm going to just tell you that there is a reason all of us are wearing blue today. And I'm going to turn it over to the mayor, who has been an incredibly strong advocate, which means constantly calling and saying, "Rhina, where's bike share? When are we launching bike share? Why is it taking so long? Can we get bike share started?" So I think there is nobody in the room more excited than the mayor, and so please allow me to introduce the mayor of Philadelphia, Michael Nutter.
Rhina, thank you very much. Good morning, everyone, and thank you all for being here. It really is an exciting moment for all of us, and certainly me in particular. Rhina, in her own way, has fairly with about 99.9% accuracy, describe what's been going on for the past few years. It has been a long road. It is constant communication about this. I do inquire about bike share on a pretty regular basis. As you know, I travel to other cities. I see what's going on across the United States and in other parts of the world. But also, there is demand out there. We want Philadelphia to be one of the most bike-friendly cities in the United States, if not the world. And providing this kind of true, low-cost, unique opportunity, I think is critically important to the kind of city that we've been evolving to for some period of time. And so it is with tremendous pride that we're here today. But of course, as I've often said, these things don't just happen. A lot of partners, a lot of people involved, and just more than a few folks to thank. First and foremost is the real driver, no pun intended, of this opportunity, and that really is Rhina and Andrew and Dave. And so please recognize Rhina Cutler, Deputy Mayor for Transportation and Utilities, Alex Stober, and Dave Perry in the back. And I see standing in the back Councilman Mark Squilla from the 1st District. I don't know if any other elected officials are here, but the councilman has been a real champion for this kind of progressive activity and moving Philadelphia along and doing these kinds of big things. So please give Councilman Squilla a big round of applause as well. And it is pretty much a blue day here in Philadelphia, and not a sad one. And so it is with, again, a tremendous amount of coordination. I mean, you would not believe the number of emails that were flying last night. What are you wearing? What are you wearing? What color are you? The truth about it, there were no emails last night, and it just so happened that, you know, we all kind of figured out on our own that for this announcement, maybe you might want to wear some blue. So, you know, blue shirts, blue ties. Speaking of ties, big shout out to Nicole Miller and Mary Doherty, of course, who runs the stores here. Naturally, I have my Nicole Miller bike tie on today, so which is not blue, but of course is pink or fuchsia or whatever your favorite color is. But you need partners to do this work. And we could not have a better partner, a stronger partner, a more prominent partner that is Independence Blue Cross. And I want to thank Dan Hilferty, the CEO of IBC. He and Chris Cashman, Executive Vice President, also actively involved, actively engaged in this process. We could not be where we are today without Independence Blue Cross. Please give it up for both of them and the great work that they're doing. Kathy Albanese, Director of Corporate Relations, also at the Independence Blue Cross, and John McClug, Vice President for Advertising and Creative Services. We also want to give them a shout out. Please recognize the other members of the IBC team. Councilwoman Blondell Reynolds Brown deserves note and recognition for her work and advocacy for having bike share and other modes of transportation here in Philadelphia, and I want to thank her for her work. The entire team at MOTU, that's the Mayor's Office of Transportation and Utilities, as they fondly love to be called. Andrew, Aaron Ritz, Cara Ferrantino, and after a very, very long hiatus and 7 years of begging, the one, the only, having returned now to city government, Denise Gorin. She is back. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for MOTU and the entire team. The many members of the fairly recently created Philadelphia Bicycle Advocacy Board, I want to thank them, and certainly the Bicycle Coalition. I see Alex in the back. Please give it up for the Bicycle Coalition and all those folks. So we're excited, as you could probably figure out. We're one step closer to the official launch of Philadelphia's own bike share program for this summer. We've been working very, very hard to bring this project to fruition for a number of years, as Rhina mentioned. The idea for low-cost, easily accessible, health-conscious transportation options for Philadelphians is coming soon. Philadelphians, our commuters, our residents. This effort literally began in 2008 out of a bike share forum that I participated in way back then. In the 7 years since, the bike sharing programs have popped up all across the country and around the world. And these programs are incredibly successful. They're in large and small cities, they're serving diverse communities and many different needs. Bike sharing programs are undeniably a part of the future of transportation. I can't wait to see folks pedaling along and experiencing our great city and all it has to offer. And so with that in mind, I'm honored to announce the worst kept secret now in the world, that we've selected a title sponsor for our own bike share program, whose name is Independence Blue Cross. As a title sponsor, Independence Blue Cross will contribute about $1.7 million each year for the next 5 years to support the program's operation and maintenance. This investment will build on $7.5 million in funding from federal, state, local, and foundation sources, including a $3 million capital investment by the City of Philadelphia. That's a lot of money that Blue Cross is putting into this project. Please give them another big round of applause. I want to take a brief moment to thank Dan Hilferty and certainly Chris Cashman, the entire team at IBC. From the beginning of this process, Dan understood the importance and potential of a convenient, affordable mode of transportation for Philadelphia's future vitality. And not only is IBX a great partner to the city, it's also a company that cares, of course, about health and wellness of all the people who live here and beyond. From partnering with the city on this project and, of course, the nationally and internationally recognized Broad Street Run, to its National Walk at Lunch Day, Independence Blue Cross is helping to make Philadelphia a great place to live, work, raise our families, and on many, many occasions, just have some fun. Now, it's my great pleasure to announce the name of our new bike share system, which I think is also not a secret at this point. I read what they give me. It's a name you'll hear a lot in the future, and one that will be synonymous with our thriving city. It was the result of serious collective effort by the city and our partners in the bike share program. We wanted a name that really captures the true spirit of our bike share system and empowers users to enjoy the independence that comes from being able to just get up and go. And so without further delay, our new bike share system name, of course, is Indego. In the next few months, a fleet of more than 600 easy-to-ride and professionally maintained bikes at more than 60 docking stations will be all across Philadelphia, from the Delaware River into West Philadelphia, from the Navy Yard to North Philadelphia and Temple University's main campus. Since 2013, Mayor's Office of Transportation has worked to ensure that public input is an important component of this process. And we pledge that this will remain a priority as Indego grows. Over time, we expect the system to expand to 180 docking stations and 1,800 bicycles. I want to point out that throughout this process, we've been committed to building a system that works well for users, especially those who will benefit the most from a low-cost transportation option. When Indego launches, 20 docking stations will open in low-income neighborhoods, and our program is structured to lower the cost for regular users and includes a cash payment option. I believe it is still true that we're the largest city launching a bike share program with a component that does not require that the user have a credit card. It is vitally important to making sure that so many more people can use our system. We plan on announcing detailed pricing information next month, but what I can tell you today is that Philadelphia will have the largest bike share system to offer a low-cost 30-day membership with automatic renewal that can be canceled at any time, a pay-as-you-go ride membership in which you can pay only for the ride you take, 1 hour ride times before additional fees are incurred. Most bike share programs offer 30 to 40-minute standard ride times and a cash payment option for 30-day memberships. Lastly, I want to encourage all of you to check out Indego's new website. You'll be stunned by this, www.rideindego.com, to learn more about Philadelphia's bike share system and today's announcements. And so, stay tuned for more exciting announcements about the best way to get around Philly, Indego, in the coming months. And with that, let me introduce Dan Hilford.
Thank you, Mayor Nutter. Good morning, and thank you, Mayor Nutter, Deputy Mayor Cutler. Congratulations to you for introducing this great program. When you think about it, City Council, the Mayor's Office coming together to create bike lanes over the years, and it was part of this master plan that Rhina and the Mayor talked about to make this the most bike-friendly city in the nation. So we at Independence Blue Cross, we've been around for 75 years, and Mayor Nutter, I always wear blue when I do press conferences. But
I worked at IBC, I was.
But for 75 years, we've been not only here located in Philadelphia, but we've been about the communities we serve. And the Mayor referenced, whether it's the Blue Cross Broad Street Run, the Independence Blue Cross River Rink, the Walk at Lunch program, we try to be in the community, not just to be a visible member of the community, but to be more than just a health insurer, to be a healthcare company. And we're about making sure that we are invested in the health and wellness of the people we serve. We call this human-centered intervention. And it's an opportunity for us to work closely with the communities we serve to make sure they get all the resources to get healthy and stay healthy. What better way than to promote folks getting on a bike, riding from a bus station to work, riding from work to a train station, whatever it might be, a leisurely ride on a Saturday. So we are thrilled to be part of this program. It's consistent with what we will do over the years as a company to put every single member at the center of everything we do. Not only to create a healthy community, improve the quality of life for everyone, but over time to drive down costs of health care. So Mayor, we couldn't be more excited to be part of this program. We look forward to launching it. I look forward to riding a bike, and thank you all for being here.
So it is now clear to me that I actually, in my enthusiasm, talked too long. I have to catch a 10:10 train, but I really have to pull the cover off of one of these bikes before I go. And I'm also pleased to announce that as a result of Bike Share, I've been so inspired that I've actually now own a bike. This is probably the first time I've owned a bike since I was 12. So, but you know, it's never too late. In any event, Russell was very excited. So now Bike to Work Day, I can actually ride my own bike. We're going to unveil these bikes, and then I'm going to rock it right on out of here so I can catch my train. But needless to say, to all of you, we promised you this, we owe you this, and I'm certainly excited that the community has stayed with us and stayed on us about making this happen. This is really a tribute to the cycling community in Philadelphia. We will be one of the great cycling cities in the United States of America and the world. And so with that, 3, 2, you want me to? Oh, okay. Okay. Somebody want to count?
3, 2, 1.
I'll see you guys.
See you.
You want? Yeah. Okay. I understand. Sure.